My name is Benson the Biking Viking, and I am just starting my cycle trip from Alaska to Argentina. It's going to be 18,000 miles of fun. Hope you're ready to join me.
Let's kick it. Ice, baby. Ice, baby.
Boom! Welcome to vlog number 5. Slightly different beginning this episode. So I started off in Vancouver. I did very limited vlogging. I don't think I spoke to my camera once. So what we're starting off with is some images of me hiking up and around Whistler. I had a great time hiking around. It was absolutely stunning up there. Stopped for a beer and met the girls on the next table over. That's when I met Sarah, who came on this hike with me up and around Mount Harvey. This has been one of my favorite days on the trip so far. The views from the top were absolutely incredible. 1.4 kilometers up, we were super high, and that took 7 hours. I almost didn't get these drone shots because I didn't know whether to tuck the drone up, but Sarah convinced me to, so thanks, Sarah. The next day when we were back in Vancouver, we went to a place called Deep Cove and went paddleboarding. That was awesome, not to mention the views. The views are always amazing. Finally, I filmed a podcast that was amazing as well. That was with Stephen before I set off, and that's where the vlog begins.
Buddy. So, having known Kit Kat and John less than a week, it is now our week-long anniversary, and we're about to cycle to the border. Yes. We're saying final goodbyes to Step Brothers. There we go. Run to the border. This has been our week. So we're at the Canada-American border. Just had an emotional goodbye with Katie, who cycled with me this morning from her home in North Van. So we've done about 60 kilometers together. It's been my first cycle buddy on the trip, but emotional goodbye after her mothering me all week, making sure I'm eating loads and getting the right nutrients in me. I just want to say a big thank you to her and John for having me in their house for blooming week. Thank you to Amanda and Sean for having me over to their house and guiding me around Vancouver. It was just awesome meeting them as well. And thank you to Sarah for coming out on hikes, me dragging her around on hikes. Thank you to those three. Meeting them at Whistler was really cool. I am now at the Peace Arch. So we're going to see if we can get through the border. This could be the end of episode 5, I think. Bam! Could also be me picking up the phone again, hello Canada, me circling back around to the border, mainly because there could be ESTA or visa issues, which I won't bore the camera with. So I might be not leaving Canada, we will see. Let's go knock on the border and see what's happening. End of episode 5.
We want you to enjoy the journey and be safe. In the event of an emergency, there'll be your guides. You'll need to stop.
Won't be obvious. I am not in the US, so they wouldn't let me in whilst I've got a live ESTA to give me a new one. Long story short, I'd have had a week to do the whole of America. I need to hang tight in Canada for the next week and a half worth of ESTA time to run out. So option 2 is in full play. I'm heading to Vancouver Island. We're on a ferry to a place called Nanaimo, going to a warm showers, last minute warm showers to camp in someone's concrete back garden. Should be amazing. I'll retract the high five from the last one. Suck that back. We are here on this beautiful Vancouver Island morning. Plan for today is to head to Tofino, which is famous for its beaches. So it's only 80k, should get in fairly early and then enjoy the afternoon along the beach, maybe with a cocktail. The sun is out and it is glorious, so should be a good day for riding. We have arrived into Tofino. We're at Long Beach, but the weather is coming in. Predicted rain tomorrow, so I was hoping to get in and set up camp before it started raining too much, but it looks like the weather is well in on its way. We're going to keep pushing into Tofino and figure out where we're going to set up camp. It has been pouring down with rain today. I was hoping to have today as a nice relaxing day in Tofino in the sun, maybe try surfing. but the weather has not allowed for that. Rain isn't great. I don't feel like there's much you can do in Tofino without spending a ton of money, so I think I'm just going to head back, maybe try and hitch a lift. We'll see if soaking wet cycle tourists can get a lift, because I've already done the highway. There's no other way to go back, and if not, we'll cycle it. Generally a bit down about the whole US thing. I think it's playing on my mind a bit. Since I've got on the bike, it's the first kind of major setback I've had, and I just wanted to keep moving. I think it would be a lot better if I knew for certain I'd be able to get into the US as well. It is what it is. We keep moving. In the overalls, back to farm work today. Flashbacks to Australia. I'm working on the farm, so I'm helping Angers do some fence work. Cleared some of the old fence posts from the fields. So heavy lifting, overalls on, nicely cropped. Lightweight, baby! Time to say goodbye. So this is the hardest part of meeting wonderful people along the way. Before I came here, Vancouver Island, I didn't feel like I got the most out of it, but meeting Diana and Andre has changed that and has made me see how good the island is and why you guys love it so much. It's been amazing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we've loved having you. Have a wonderful trip.
This is the hardest part.
Oh.
You've got to say bye. A few people have asked how I turn this bad boy, Emmylou, into a camp spot. So I am going to show you guys how I set up camp. So we are properly beach camping today, which brings with it its own challenges. So firstly, I strip everything off the bike. This has my tent in. I have cycling clothes, sleeping gear, or camping gear, electronics, and then grab the bear spray and knife for cooking. Emmylou is now stripped down. This is how she stays for the night. Now we'll move on to setting the tent up. First, the snack. A few more snacks. With the frame, I thought chucking in the sleeping stuff. First up in the sleeping pannier, toilet paper, very important. We have the sleeping bag, pillow, head torch, and sleeping pad. I'm gonna blow these up real quick. We've got the pillow back there, sleeping pad, sleeping bag, all sorted. I start chucking electronics inside, shake all the sand off. At this point, I get my cycling stuff ready for the next day as well. I've got cycling stuff, fresh pair of socks. So they're going inside the tent, ready for tomorrow. Where is this for you? I met a guy in Myanmar 5 years ago now. He was like, you should do it, you should do it. And I didn't realise he tells that to everybody. And he was like, yeah, you're the first person I told to do it that's actually gone and done it. Final steps with the tent. We're going to chuck on the outer shell. Oh, that's a good shot. That's sexy. On a day like today, which is absolutely glorious with a stunning sunset, we are expecting no rain. So I'm going to do a little half mast here. Final step is to get changed, and then last step, we are in bear country, so all of my food needs to go in that pannier there, and then I'll start cooking. And then the only job left for the night is to tattoo the tent. So these are all the places I've stayed. I think this one is could be the best one so far. With sunset fading, the day is over. I'm gonna go chill with the guys camped up next to me and have some dinner. See you tomorrow. to Port Angeles. I've got another 90 days on my visa. I've got a 2-week race down to San Francisco so that I can board a flight over to Dallas and see Els. I am elated to actually have crossed. I cannot believe it. Such a good border crossing. The lady that put me through was really nice. See you in the next episode.